So, it's Tuesday, which means it's time for an art haul. Alright, as I said over, I don't know, like a dozen times or so, I'm going to be changing the setup. I'm going to look different. Sometimes it's going to look like a throwback. Right now, I'm fresh out of the gym and my hair is up, so not looking my best. But I want to get this video up because I didn't get yesterday's up. Pretty sure I didn't do Sundays either. My bad. And also, it's daylight still, so like that's the goal, is to get the videos up during daylight when possible. That aside, I'm trying to fuss with this noise back here so that it's a little less of an eyesore. I mean, it's my office slash studio. Fuck ever. It's gonna be, I don't know, it's gonna be stuff everywhere. That's just the thing. I'm busy minded. I'm always thinking of stuff to do, and I like to stack things. Really bad habit. And I'll just have a backlog of shit to do. So that's just how it is. But the whole goal is to get better, improve. So we're gonna try this setup and see how it works. Which also means I'm gonna have to like leave my tripod in a specific position once I get it, and then like maybe put tape on the floor. That's what I did for my my nightstand. So I put tape on the floor so I would remember, because for some reason the bed migrates like every day. I don't know. Like all I do is sleep in it. I don't know. It's weird. It's fucking weird. Anyway, so hey, it's Tuesday. Art haul. Yeah. Focus. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Aradia Norai. I'm your resident witch and creatrix of the Radia's Hand and Tenacious Divine, where I create myth, magic, and meaning for everyday life through art, intuition, and energy work. And on the Tuesdays, I like to do a little haul video. So, haul videos basically are, I got this thing for my work, whether it is a magic haul or a biz haul or an art haul or an intuitive haul, and I want to share it with you. I want to share it with you because it gives you some insight into some of the things that I use. I want to share it with you so that if you've never heard of this before, you now know that this thing exists. And while it's not a review per se, I do like to share some of my thoughts on whatever it is, so that you can make an informed decision if you'd like to buy it. And of course, as always, you're welcome to drop in the comments below and ask me questions about it, and I'll be happy to answer any of those. So, fun times. So, we're gonna wing this a little bit. Normally, I would have drafted my notes ahead of time, just for me to glance at, like, every now and then, just in case my brain just stops, which it does a lot. And if the notes are ready, then the copy is ready for the description box on YouTube and Patreon. We're not doing that today, so if I leave stuff out or if I'm out of order based on the outline, that would be why. The outline will have everything in it. Everything you need to know. But yeah. So, I'm trying to remember what the hell. That is so bad. I've done enough of these I should remember, and I don't. Because this is maybe the bad part about having an outline, is that you don't have to remember things, and so you don't remember things. Yeah. Like, I forgot to turn the sound off on my computer. Not that I could right now, being that I can't get it to like fully wake up. That's cool. Just fucking technical difficulties. What? So isn't Mercury's like retrograde for like what? Another like 10 days? Bullshit. Mercury's being... Okay, well, I've tried. Odd little pauses. Yeah, that was me trying to get my computer to wake up. I don't want to restart it right now, because I don't feel like it. I've already started the fucking video. And as much as I would love to have to splice 2 videos together today, no thank you. I have a grapefruit on my desk that is calling my name, and I'd like to eat it, which means this right here is gonna be done. So we're gonna fucking wing it. I hate winging it, like really. It's not my favorite thing to do, but it happens. So let's just accept it. Stop fighting it. Okay, I'm in rare form today. I think that's really always though. if you're new here, yeah, no, I'm a fucking weirdo. So like that's like a whole ass thing. Whoop-de-doo-dah. And I'd rather be like making art or doing something, and I'm not right now because I'm arguing with technology. Hooray! Yay. All right, so what I get? Well, knitting needles, of course it's knitting needles. Specifically, it's my Lykkes. I know that sounds weird. Lykke. It is, it's Swedish. No, maybe it's Norwegian. I don't know, but Lykke is how you say it, by the way. I know. And a lot of people call them likes. That's not the word. But it is, pause. Hold on, wait, hold on. I think I might have gotten it to work. So we're just gonna like wait. It's finally deciding to cooperate. I'm not tech friendly, by the way. It is amazing that all my devices have not either tried to commit suicide or kill me. One of the two seems likely, given how hard on my electronics I am, which is about to be really, really ironic, for reasons I will not presently disclose. Lately, though, my computer's been like really fuzzy. Oh, stickers. Somebody sent me a picture of stickers they got. So, stickers. I like stickers. I have some puffy elephant stickers. I know that sounds really weird, but like the stickers have dimension to them. So, instead of a flat, static kind of thing, it's kind of like layered. So, if you, like, you could press down on it, like kind of like it's a button. I know. You don't need to know that. It's fine. Puffy elephant. They're so cute. I actually refuse to use them because they're adorable. And, you know, once I use them, I can't unuse them. So, yeah, we're currently waiting for my volume button so I can turn that down. So I don't have all these weirdo... Oh, you know, where's the tab thing? Just breaking stuff today, apparently. Fun times. This will be unnecessarily long because of the wonderful things she does. Oh my god, did I get it? My notes are in Evernote, by the way. Walnuts. Oh my god. Did I mention I'm not prepared today? Son of a bitch. You know, this would be worse if I tried to make pristine videos. I don't. Like, also, for those of you who are new here, that's not my thing. You get all the weird outtakes, and when I was doing Periscope, this was funny. So here's a little story for you while we're waiting. Story time. When I was doing Periscope, when I first started doing live videos that were like, they're live, there's no cutting, there's no editing, so that was my crash course into making videos, like, officially. I had a few YouTube videos, but it was like, either I hated them or it was just like me doing things on screen, and so, look, ooh, sparkles. So it didn't really matter. Although, despite the fact that I don't like being on camera and I don't like people looking at me, I perform like in front of an audience surprisingly well. I can fake it really fucking well. Mostly because I words, things, stuff. Anyway, shit. Where's it going? Story time. What are we talking about? Son of a bitch. Oh, Periscope. Okay. Which I think is like still a thing. So, every now and then, okay, almost every other day, maybe several times a week at least, minimum, I would go to end my Periscope video, so you would press the button at the bottom of the screen and end it, and sometimes it wouldn't. it just would get fussy and glitchy. So I'd be trying to end the video and would freeze my face, press, and it would do nothing. So I'm like, okay, well, so I started doing these weird fucking blooper outtakes. I'm like, hey, for everybody who's still here, I'm trying to end this video and I fucking can't. So weird stuff's gonna happen now. And that's the whole story. It's really short. I thought it was hilarious because a lot of people do outtakes. Outtakes are exact shit that's been taken out. Like you've cut it because you messed it up. People trying to do things over and over again. No, my shit's like it's just all in there. It's raw, it's uncut, it's unedited. I don't understand why this is being such a bastard. Okay, so finally here we go. This is what we need. Oh my god, we're making progress. Yay. I really should have cut all my hair so it's the same length. It's in this weird in-between stage where the sides are like, I don't know, 2.5, 3 inches. And the top's like to the middle of my shoulder blades now. At the longest. Which is really weird disparity. Length. But the shaggy weird in-between, that's just like, you have to accept that that's going to eventually happen. I'm just trying to wait it out. At least, maybe if I can get to like here, I'll trim it. But maybe not. I don't know. It's super awesome to have to stall. I'm really good at that though. I just ramble. It's pretty much my answer to everything is just to be a fucking weirdo. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. They're gonna stare, get them something to stare at, right? Right? I don't know. Maybe that's not the best choice. Maybe not. Oh, good lord. Good gravy, Miss Daisy. This is the worst. You know what? We're just gonna let that do its thing and we're just gonna keep going. Because now it's been 12 minutes and this video is supposed to only be like 15. Okay. So, this is the official set, by the way. I have more than this. Those are in here. I'm not gonna open this thing because I've also got all of my sock needles in there, including these super rad, super tiny double points. And then all of my Caspian sock needles. But this is where all my sock needles live. And incidentally, we're gonna do a video about those later. Actually, now that I think about it, I just realized this is a haul video, not a stash cast. I said it right in the beginning, but those pictures are now irrelevant. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, damn. I don't know which one I'm supposed to put. Okay, that's weird. So, for sake of argument, I can't remember whether I was talking about the set or the socks. So we're just gonna do all the Lykkes and just call it good. Sorry. Anyway. So these are the interchangeable versions, which you can see here. I've got some in use. This, actually several in use. Because I love these fucking needles, let me tell you. This is the driftwood version, and I got the gray suede. There's another container that's black, and it looks like patent leather. I don't like it. And then, I don't even know where. These are fixed circulars that are in here. So fixed circular just means you can't take the points off. It's all connected, period. That's it. So, these, actually, I think I got them from all the same place. So I think it was Art, Yarn, etc. on Etsy. If that's accurate, what's going to happen is in the links below, it's going to say that. I'm going to link to the store. If that's not accurate, then where the hell I got them? I'm pretty sure that is, though. I'm pretty sure that's where I got them. I did not order them all at the same time. I ordered them in 2 separate batches because, generally speaking, I don't like fixed circulars when it comes to socks and magic loop knitting and, like, having a 40 to 60 inch cable. Totally worth it. Like, totally worth it. But, generally speaking, I prefer interchangeables myself. They're easier to fucking use and stuff like that. Oh my gosh. So, trying to, like, do better with the whole posture. Doing a terrible job. That reminds me, I have to fulfill an order this week. One of my babies is going to a new home. I know. What? Weird. Just random, unnecessary knowledge. So, I got them where I got them. Why? Honestly, so this is why this happened. I was at Knit Night. They will let people buy stuff at Knit Night because that's like an intelligent economic decision on the part of most yarn stores. Like, really, if people are there and they're willing to spend money, why are you going to tell them no? That's silly. Anyway, I saw them. I think I'd heard about them, but hadn't had any experience with them. I'm so with reviews as far as other people are concerned, because sometimes a review is sponsored, which means it's going to be positive, which means it's not that it's not inaccurate. It's not that it's inaccurate, right? But you're not going to post shitty reviews. You're not going to link to those because that's kind of a bad business decision. Like, really. So maybe don't do that. Well, because of that, that means that you're gonna get like an overwhelmingly skewed and biased representation of people's opinions. And then also, a lot of people will like something, be fine with it, think it's fine, permissible, enjoy it, but they won't say anything. People who don't like something will yell across the internet for everybody to fucking hear. So, again, that's another skewing of like what's actually going on. Oh, sweet. My thing's working finally. Maybe. No, we spoke too soon. It's loading. My computer is like really pissed off at me, apparently. I guess I'm asking it to do too much stuff. Big surprise there. Yeah, I'm a travesty to technology. Like, I'm the Antichrist. I did get it to work though. Now I get to like read blurry letters because I don't have my fucking glasses on. Okay. All right. Ha! Okay. We got this. We got it. We got what I got. Where I got it. Why? We're on Y. Sweet. I've managed to do most of this correctly. Plus some extra randomness, because why the fuck not? So, walnuts. Why? Okay. Yes. I was at Knit Night. I went and took a gander at them and like touched the needles, and that was pretty much the end of it. They are so smooth and nice and soft, and wood is really pleasant to work with when it comes to knitting because it's not as cold as metal, and so it warms easily in your hand, so that can make it a comfort thing. Also, if you're using a really slick yarn, wood is what we refer to as sticky. There's friction with that there's not with a plastic or an acrylic, as it happens to be, or metal. Metal is absolutely slick. Metal is great for yarns that like don't slip easily, or if you need like the stitches to glide really well. Yeah. Also, I think because they're usually hollow, or they're not, it's anodized aluminum is what usually, I mean, they have stainless steel ones. I have some stainless steel needles actually. They're not usually heavy either way. If it's solid, it can be, and like even while these are solid wood, they're very light, so that's nice. So there's that. But I have this thing about touching things. Like I try not to touch things that I'm thinking about buying, because then I'm gonna want to buy them. Yeah, that's how that works. So I have a rule. Like I'm not allowed to buy things until I've visited like 3 times. Well, that didn't work with this. I've like touched it. I didn't even work with them. I was just like, oh, this is nice. And it's the color. I mean, they're the color of driftwood. That's why they're called driftwood. I love driftwood. I'm from the beach, by the way. I hate the beach, but I love driftwood. I don't like sand. Not big on salt water. Don't like the water at all. But I love driftwood. Actually, I have a nice collection of driftwood on my porch right now. And a few pieces in my house. Because, yeah. And incidentally, all that driftwood is actually not from the ocean. It is in fact, from the river, which is kind of funny. Because people think driftwood and they think the ocean, but like really any body of water can kind of produce it. So there's that. I mean, there's a specific quality, like sea driftwood is not the same, but you know, driftwood's driftwood after a point. Okay, it's wood, it's weathered. Yeah, it's got that like grayish brown hue. Yeah. So I use these all the time. Specifically though, these needles are only for my use. So if I'm making a project for me, then that's what I'm using. Which is why when you look at the fixed circulars, I don't have all this. It's actually 6 pair that I have, and I think it's there's only 5 out of the 6 there, because I've got a pair of socks that I'm working on. Because I've always got a pair of socks that I'm working on, pretty much. So that was kind of the justification for buying those, is those would only be for me projects. And part of that's because these needles are like, this is $100 and almost like $130 set of needles. Let me tell you, most sets of needles do not come and are not that expensive. I have a set that's like maybe just under $100, and it is, the set's comparable. It's not all the same exact sizes, but it's I think it's got smaller sizes to it, but not the very larger sizes. And that was another thing, is some of the larger sizes when it comes to interchangeable needles and like insets are hard to find. They just stop at, you know, like 13 or so, sometimes 15. I think this one, where does this one go to? This goes up to a 17. I think it usually just stops at 13, 15. So having a 17 is like super, super nice. Because I like big needles and I cannot lie. Yeah, terrible pop culture reference. But that's what I use them for. I always have a pair of socks on one. And then if I'm making anything personal, generally speaking. Now, the one exception to that is, I think that my longest cable of all of my interchangeables is a Lykke cable. So if I need a 60-inch cable for something, then it's probably on those needles. When I made that damn sweater, actually, I was using them, but that was the sweater's mine. But yeah. So there's that. I'm gonna continue to use them just for me. It's just kind of a treat. It's a special thing. I have several sets of needles, which, as a fiber artist, that's not actually weird. Just like I have several spindles, I have several Nasta pins, I have several crochet hooks, I had, and like several like sets even of pretty much everything. And I'm a size queen and I need all of them. I need all of the whole set, all the sizes, all the colors that I can get. Yeah, there's some Sunstruck, which is like a variegated yellow hue of needles that I need from Knit Picks, like bad. And the Majestics are the blue and the purples. I've got the Caspians, which are blue and green-ish, like teals. I love teal. I have this thing for teal. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. So if you'd like to see a static picture of those, you can scroll into the post below. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that link at the top of the description box and it'll send you over to Patreon. Of course, as always, I've got links to Lykke's site. So I'm going to put the link there so you can just learn everything you want. I will also put the link to the specific place that I went to get them. Last time I checked, you cannot buy them from the manufacturers directly. You have to buy them from somebody else. If you are going through any yarn retailer online, a lot of them are going to have them. Various people who just resell things, that's like on Etsy, Amazon, any local yarn store probably can get them. So they're not hard to get. I'll link to where I got them because that's where I got them, but if they don't have them, you can find them somewhere else. Now, I will note, these are the driftwood. They also have one that's called denim. There's one called citron, I think. The denim, oh, and there's an umber. So I think the umber is like a darker brown. The citron is green. And then the denim is blue, obviously. The citron, I think I would get those too. I really like those. I don't think I'd like the umber, but I'm not sure. And then, yeah, then those. So those, and I think the driftwood were the original ones. And then the denim and the umber came out. And the umber, I think, it's like a burnt sienna color, is at least the case is. The denim is a blue color, and there's a weird green color of the citron for the case. Ow. Ow. Hit my arm again. So, check in my notes. That's it. So, there you go. There they are. I'm not going to link to any use of them because it's not necessary, really. However, as always, you can find my websites linked below at the very bottom. Aradia's Hand and Deus Divine, as well as all of my active social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where I like to hang out the most. And of course, because you stayed till the end of the video, you get to tomorrow's announcement. Oh, I think tomorrow, is tomorrow what I think it is? I think it is. Hopefully I can do it. So I didn't do Sundays. Sunday was a lunar cast, and I should have done it. Honestly, it's been like a long year. Really long year. Yeah, tomorrow's Holly. Okay, so the Celtic tree month of Holly starts tomorrow. That means that for my people who are at the hors d'oeuvres, yes, my hors d'oeuvres over on Patreon, you will get to see that post. You have to, it's behind paywall, it's out, that's all there is to it. That's how it works. That's how it works. That being said, I like to talk about the energy of the day, so we'll talk about Holly, we'll talk very briefly about where the sun and the moon are, as well as the numerology for the entire day. So if you're into metaphysical la-di-da and you'd like some ideas of what to do with this energy while it's going on, then maybe you should join me. Join us! Someone's in my fruit cellar. I'm a weirdo. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, there's all these like inside jokes that y'all really don't appreciate. Like, my best friend's child is always saying, oh, it's fine. He's 3. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's not fine. Like, he's assuring her that something horrible is not going to happen as he's doing something dangerous or risky, or is like, you know, in a precarious situation. Like, oh my god, no, it's not fine. Stop. Don't do that. Because kids are funny. And people are weird. Like this one right here. So, that's it. If you'd like to see that, join me tomorrow. Thanks. So, if you're watching these videos and you're on YouTube, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Consider heading over to Patreon and becoming a patron. Why? Because the more the merrier. And you get to see super secret squirrel stuff that I don't share anywhere else. And I do mean that. Like, some people say that, but it's a lie. This stuff is super secret, and it's patrons only. So all of my special monthly casts are included. A lot of my community work is included there as well, just because we need to keep it sustainable. Because, yeah, that's like the thing. And for my Patreon people who are watching this, thank you. You're awesome. I appreciate you being there. Thanks for all your patience during all of this. One of the realities is when you have mental illness to deal with, like me, it can make doing things really difficult. Showing up becomes too much. Doing simple things becomes too much. And even things that you like doing, even things that you're good at, are excessively difficult. And so the fact that we're all understanding and compassionate to one another is really important. And that's kind of part of me being here, is to remind you that you don't have to get everything right all the time. You don't have to be perfect. And you reserve the right to change your mind, like whatever the hell you want. And, you know, if you run out of spoons, you run out of spoons. I'd rather you keep your spoons than, like, try to split, like, make them last longer than they're really going to. Because they don't, you don't save up your spoons. Like, that's not really how it works. You can't, like, do nothing today and have extra spoons tomorrow. It would be great if it would. Like, I would like, fast with my spoons. Like, rainy day. But, no such luck. So there you go. So you've got an extra long video today. Because of technical difficulties, I'm gonna go write the outline, which is gonna be vastly more succinct than all of this, and put that up and do all that jazz. And I think that's it. All right, I will see you tomorrow, hopefully bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. A little heads up. We're gonna have to change up how everything is done, because my weeks are about to have more stuff added into them on top of the stuff I just added this week. So I'm going to do my best to keep up my schedule. That is going to mean probably no more weekends off, which is going to be really unfortunate, because I'm going to have to pick up the slack during the times that I can't do stuff during the week on the weekends as I can. Not loving that. I just got weekends, and I was trying to keep them, because yeah. Oh well. Fail. I tried. I did. And mostly because I'm a workaholic, and I would just work all the time. And while I'm not really bothered by that, it's not a great idea to do. In part because, like, there's just a point where you're fucking done. Yeah. Oh, those are my tatting needles. I was like, what the hell is that on my tat? I gotta get out of here. I got pants to work on. Yeah. So, that being said, I'll see you tomorrow. Fingers crossed. And hey, we should get back to project time this week, I think. Ooh, fancy. Like, finally. Alright. Peace and hair grease, sweetlings. I will see you on the flip side.